The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the tragedy has just reached its climax when Carter witnessed Hope and Liam betraying him, leading to an unexpected outcome. Below is the full, expanded and detailed plot, which promises to shock the audience. It all started when Hope and Carter had a heated argument. Carter wanted to return the Forrester company to Ridge because he thought it was the right thing to do, to show respect, and also to heal the rift in the Forrester family. In complete contrast, Hope did not want to lose her power and influence at Forrester Creations. She thought that letting Ridge return to power would shake her position, especially when she was trying to assert herself in the fashion industry. Too upset, Hope left the house without wanting to discuss it further with Carter. Instead of finding a solution, she chose to avoid and de-stress elsewhere. After the argument, surprisingly, Hope went to Liam, her ex-husband, to confide in him. Liam was in a state of emotional crisis due to a series of abandonments. He had no emotional support. Hope and Liam met and drank together to relieve stress. Both felt a bit familiar because they had been attached in the past. In the drunkenness, the emotional boundary was erased. Both fell into each other, forgetting that Hope was still in a relationship with Carter. Weakness, loneliness, and a little alcohol made them go too far. While Hope and Liam were still sober from their sinful drunkenness, Carter returned to the cabin and encountered a scene he never wanted to see. Carter saw Hope naked in bed with Liam, clearly having just had sex. Feelings of betrayal, hurt, and anger surged inside him. Unable to contain himself, Carter immediately pulled Liam down on the bed. As a reflex of anger, he punched Liam repeatedly. Carter's violent punches hit Liam, leaving him unable to react. She cried out, begging Carter to stop. But at this moment, his pride and jealousy were too strong. Under the continuous blows, Liam gradually lost consciousness. His body could not resist. Hope could only scream, but to no avail. The climax of the violence occurred when Carter pulled Liam up and threw him hard against the wall. The impact caused Liam's head to hit the wall, causing severe trauma and deformity in the head area. He died instantly, without waiting for any medical intervention. Faced with Liam's body, Hope was petrified. She was horrified, shocked, and completely at a loss for what to do in this situation. After the terrifying moment, Carter suddenly realized that his actions had gone too far. In a panic, he left Hope sobbing, while Liam showed no signs of life. The bloody scene, Liam's sudden death and Carter's sudden disappearance put Hope in a state of extreme panic. At this point, Hope realized that it was her mistake to find Liam, get drunk, and betray Carter that sparked the tragedy. After all, the biggest question is, what will Hope do with Liam? Hope can choose to call the police and report the whole incident. But this action means accusing Carter of killing Liam in a fit of rage. Covering up the crime, in shock, will Hope think of hiding Liam's body or trying to cover up the cause of death to protect Carter or even protect herself? Hope must face the torment. She indirectly caused Liam's departure. Even though Carter was the one who did it, she herself cannot deny her responsibility for betraying and creating the circumstances that led to the tragedy. Carter killing Liam will have a series of consequences. Liam is an important member of the Spencer family. His sudden departure could spark a war of attrition. Bill Spencer or Wyatt Spencer would certainly not let it go if they knew Carter was the culprit. Once the truth was revealed, Hope would be under pressure from her family, the media, and especially the criticism and anger of her fans. Her choice after the incident would determine her future at Forrester Creations and in her personal life. Will Carter flee or confess? No one knows what Carter will do next. Will he flee or return to surrender to the law? The state of confusion after the sudden murder could push Carter down a path of no return. Liam's death has plunged the three characters Hope, Carter, and even the deceased Liam into the ultimate tragedy. Torn between saving Carter or letting justice be served, she will surely fall into a deep crisis. Love, conscience, and fear of judgment are pushing her into a corner. His uncontrolled actions could end everything: his career, his love, his reputation, and his future. Will the Forrester family, who consider him a family member, forgive him for this crime? The story has no end in sight. In the coming days, viewers will witness the investigation, the pursuit, the lies or the truth, and the dark days that surround all parties involved. In short, the latest developments of the bold and the beautiful show a terrible tragedy that stems from jealousy, betrayal, and lack of restraint. In a moment of anger that overwhelms reason, Carter accidentally kills Liam. Now, what will Hope do with Liam's body? How will she face this crime? All are open to the next dramatic plot. The audience can expect countless other twists as the truth gradually reveals, and the characters have to pay the price for their actions. The story of Sheila and Deacon is entering a new chapter with a lot of upheaval and drama. Every little detail can lead to more tense situations, especially when Sheila is still struggling with temptations and pressures from the past. Below is a detailed analysis of each idea, showing the big picture of what can happen to the characters in the near future. Sheila has gone through many events, including a near-death moment at the hands of sugar. That action forced Sheila to look back at her life and temporarily reform. However, always trying to appear normal and reasonable makes her start to feel bored. She used to live a life full of drama and calculation, so the current boring, obedient life can easily drag Sheila back to the path of adventure. Sheila's big turning point after waking up from the edge of life and death is gratitude for still having a chance to start over. She gradually saw the peaceful values of family life. However, with a personality that is willing to risk to achieve what she wants, Sheila can hardly maintain the gentle image forever. The conflict between instinct and reason is the reason why she is at the crossroads of continuing to live a peaceful life or returning to the dramatic path she used to take. Sheila may appear calm, but in fact, she is always seething inside. Having to suppress her bold thoughts and follow strict rules makes Sheila gradually tired. When having to live conventionally for too long, people easily fall into the mentality of wanting to escape. Sheila's signs of depression are easily seen in the way she sighs and stays silent longer than usual when talking to Deacon. The act of looking intently and pensively into the distance is sometimes also a sign that Sheila is thinking about something. In addition, she always finds opportunities to start conversations about the past, about what she lost, especially when it comes to Finn and her nephew Hayes. Deacon is also tired of having to constantly remind Sheila. While Sheila has to control her instincts, Deacon has an extremely difficult task, always having to keep an eye on her and remind her to behave properly. As someone who has witnessed too many troubles caused by Sheila, Deacon understands that he cannot be subjective. Deacon constantly has to play the role of caretaker, both protecting Sheila from mistakes and keeping his life from being ruined by her. However, Deacon himself is also starting to feel tired of being in a state of tension like a string. He has a restaurant to run, has his own responsibilities. However, because he is afraid that Sheila will reoffend, he has to consider her every step. The prolonged tension makes Deacon gradually lose patience. He feels that his current life is too heavy, no longer romantic or exciting. This is a dangerous sign, because if Deacon loosens up, Sheila can freely act as she pleases. The boring life, combined with the desire to approach the people she loves, has become a great temptation for Sheila. Although she is trying to improve herself, she still has to fight with herself. Sheila's temptation is not only her desire to meet Finn and Hayes, but also the feeling of wanting to prove herself, wanting to regain her position in the family. Sheila may find a way to approach Finn and Hayes through intermediaries or through secret plans, because she is always a calculating person. Sheila's internal conflict becomes more complicated when she has to choose between her own safety and her desire to return to a life with the people she loves. In a conversation with Poppy, Sheila admits that she was blocked from accessing Finn and Hayes. In a conversation with Poppy, Sheila confided that she felt unfairly treated when she was banned from Finn and Hayes. This opens up two possibilities. She wants someone to understand her pain, thinking that she also has the right to be a mother and grandmother. Sheila wants to find allies. Sharing with Poppy may be an intention to draw Poppy to her side. If Sheila finds someone who sympathizes with her, she will have more opportunities to approach Finn and Hayes. Sheila tells Poppy that they have something in common when Sheila mentions that both she and Poppy have some kind of connection. Maybe she is trying to evoke similarities or common interests. Sometimes, Sheila applies the tactic of using common ground to build trust. If Poppy has also experienced trauma or has a secret related to Finn, this will make Sheila exploit it more thoroughly. Sheila's attitude towards Poppy can change immediately if she realizes that Poppy is the key to helping her approach Finn. The secret between Poppy and Finn, does Sheila still feel that they have something in common? Sheila's attitude may change if she learns the real connection between Poppy and Finn or what secret they are hiding. Once Sheila feels threatened or exploited, she will not hesitate to turn on to protect her interests. Does that secret prevent Sheila from cooperating with Poppy or make her want to take advantage of Poppy even more? If Sheila discovers that Poppy is hiding something that can help her approach Finn, Sheila will not give up the opportunity. On the contrary, if this secret pushes Sheila further away from Finn, she will feel betrayed and may trigger her reckless nature again. The latest developments show that Deacon continues to worry about Sheila. He notices something unusual about her pensive and thoughtful ways. Deacon knows Sheila well enough to sense when she is up to something. Her preoccupation with Finn and Hayes is a bad sign. Deacon, despite being busy running the restaurant, cannot ignore his unease. He has a responsibility to warn Sheila and also to protect himself. Deacon senses when Sheila is thinking too much. Through his real-life experience with Sheila, Deacon understands that she is very good at hiding her emotions. However, he still catches small signs that could be Sheila's unusual silence or hidden words. When Sheila thinks too much, she often falls into a state of silence, only answering vaguely. Deacon also notices that Sheila sometimes smiles awkwardly or avoids direct questions, proving that she is planning something. Deacon is busy with his restaurant work but still takes time to advise Sheila. Although the restaurant work takes up most of his time, Deacon cannot ignore Sheila. He understands that if he is not careful for a moment, Sheila can explode and cause a series of problems. Deacon often takes advantage of his breaks or after work to talk to Sheila, advising her to control herself. However, he is also frustrated because he feels like he has to keep an eye on her instead of enjoying a peaceful family life. This internal conflict makes Deacon sometimes want to let go, leaving Sheila to face the consequences. Deacon warns Sheila about the consequences if she pays attention to Finn and Hayes again. Finally, Deacon gives an important warning: do not get involved with Finn and Hayes. Sheila herself is in the crosshairs of many people and may face the law if she violates the restraining order. Deacon worries that if Sheila tries to approach Finn and Hayes, she could put herself and Deacon in danger. Furthermore, Sheila's relapse means she will lose any chance of starting over that she has worked so hard to maintain after her near-death experience. How Deacon's warning will affect Sheila remains to be seen. Will Sheila accept living in peace or decide to take a risk to satisfy her desire to see her children and grandchildren again? In short, the upcoming series of The Bold and the Beautiful promises to be extremely dramatic, revolving around Sheila's struggle to find her footing and her desire to reunite with Finn and Hayes. Meanwhile, Deacon is constantly trying to help her get on the right track, but he himself is stuck and stressed. Poppy, Finn's secret could be the key to deciding their relationship. Will Sheila be sober enough to keep herself from temptation? Or will she defy the odds and set off a chain of tumultuous events? Stay tuned for the latest episodes to find out.
Oh.